Welcome. Thank you for joining me as you have stepped onto the mat and into yourself. And today is Saturday, May 2nd. And this is Thursday's class, April 30th, being recorded. I tried to record it yesterday. Turn the music down. I tried to record it Friday, or Thursday I didn't press record, and then Friday my battery died. And so third time's the charm, they say. So good news is the topic is adversity. How is it we handle adversity in life? And the definition of adversity is when things happen to you or circumstances happen and they seem to be against you. How do you handle that? Like most people, I'm sure, we have a bit of reaction. That would look like, this shouldn't be happening. Why me? The other choice would be to respond. It is what it is, and what can I do? And like most people, it's a bit of both. But today, I invite you to take that inquiry, to look in and ask yourself, what is my tendency? There's a saying we have, if you can name it, you claim it. And then you have an opportunity to change if that's appropriate. So today, as we move through the asanas and breath work, I invite you to take that journey, look, and throughout the class, I'm going to try to weave in, given a little bit of time between Thursday and Saturday, I've come up with the acronym SAND in the areas that we'll be investigating. And SAND, with the letter S, one of the approaches will be to slow down, slow our breath down, slow our movements down. And then A, for awareness. Are you aware of the self-talk when adversity comes into your life? How you talk to yourself. And N is noticing, just noticing the little things, the triggers perhaps, the simple things in life. And then D is for don't stop discovering. We can always start over. If we don't handle things the way we'd like, we can start over. And that's so appropriate and so necessary given these times we've been thrust into. No one of us could have predicted this virus and the impact it might have on anyone's life. And so just, investigate those aspects of adversity and how one might handle it. So I'd also like to give a shout out to my daughter Elizabeth and son-in-law Connor Hartnett for being my audience today. And perhaps my little Grace is there and Billy in the room. It's a little tough to talk to people that aren't actually on the other side of this screen. So I asked Elizabeth and Connor to do me a favor and be my audience today. So it helps me to speak to someone. So thank you. Our housekeeping, blow your nose if you can. Allows the breath unobstructed. Find a cushion or a pillow to sit on comfortably. Using a blanket or towel under your knees might be appropriate to give sensitivity. And if the floor, you can't touch it, bring the floor to you with a block, stack of books, that big can of tomatoes. And certainly a strap in some of our stretches. Have them close by so you can grab them. All righty, let's get to yoga. I invite you to come to a comfortable seated position. By pulling back the flesh on your sits bones, you allow your hips to slide forward. And now let's just start by moving shoulders in one direction and then reverse. Throughout class, I'll remind you to keep your shoulders away from your ears to allow that extension of your spine. And with your spine straight, placing your hands either down in a grounding position, if that's what you need right now, or facing upwards in a gesture of receiving. So you choose, it's your class. Remember, your body's really the teacher. I'm just the voice leading you through poses so that your body can speak to you. Listen to it, respect it. I invite you now to close your eyes and with your lips pursed together, begin to breathe, connect with your breath. Find that beautiful, smooth rhythm of inhale and exhale. And as you inhale, feel the belly expand, rib cage and lungs, coming into what we call the three-part Dirga breath. Fill up and then contract your belly as you exhale, letting it all go. It's a beautiful image to take in the energy, the prana, the life force, to heal, fill you up, and then it asks to be let go. It served its purpose. Let it go. Find your own rhythm in the breath. Travel with it as you breathe in and out. And if you constrict the back of your throat, you come into the ujjayi, audible, ocean-sounding breath. It kind of sounds almost like Darth Vader. It's when you can hear your breath, the mind automatically slows down. It's almost like a beautiful built-in pause for the brain. Everything just shuts down for a moment as you're hearing your breath, feeling your breath. And I invite you throughout this practice to listen to your breath. Feel it as it travels through. And now, floating your eyelids open as you bring your hands out to the side, and on a big inhale, travel slowly, slowing everything down all the way up. Pause here at the top and then exhale, slowly contracting your belly as you move your arms down, floating. Inhale. We're exaggerating the pace to slow. How slow can you go? And then exhale, like your arms were floating through honey, peanut butter, something delicious. I know you just smiled, Connor. Inhale, last one. Bring your arms up. And then exhale as you float like wings. Inhale, right arm comes over left knee, left arm comes behind. Inhale as you extend through the crown of your head. Exhale, twist. It's morning time. We're moving slowly, awakening the body. One more. Inhale as you extend. Exhale, twist. Take an inhale, and then on your exhale, release your right arm as your left comes over. Ride your breath. Inhale, extend. Exhale, twist. You might feel a difference. One side versus the other. Notice. Now we notice how our body sides might be different. One more inhale and exhale. Keeping your left hand on your right knee. Inhale as right hand comes over, grabs a hold. Get a nice grip on your knees. And now round your spine as you tuck your chin into your chest, pulling your knees down, sending the breath to your opening in the back side of your body, your shoulders. Breathe here. One more inhale and exhale. And on your next inhale, bring both arms back as you rest your fingertips coming onto the palms of your hands, sliding your knees off your pillow, and then inhale as you come up, dropping your head back. I'm going to come to the side. Please don't go all the way back. Keep some tension in your neck muscles. So you're pressing, opening your heart as you press your pelvic, your hips to the sky, and breathe. Feel your belly rise on the inhale. And exhale, come back down to a seated pose. Moving your pillow off to the side, placing your knees to the edge of your mat. Your fingertips either in the same direction of your feet or facing away. Whatever feels most comfortable for you. Shoulders up, back, and down. On the inhale, reach up, exhale, dropping your knees over to the left side, keeping your shoulders square. Inhale to center, exhale, dropping your knees over to the right. Inhale, center. Engage your core on this, protecting your lower back. And now next time we come over to the left side, swing your right arm over. Exhale to center. Take an inhale here. Exhale, reaching over to the right. Inhale to center, moving with your breath. Exhale, release. Inhale to center. Exhale. And now next time we come over onto the left side, press into your left palm and reach out your right hand. Really nice. We're going to hold this for a moment. Feel the entire stretch on the right side of your body. One more inhale and exhale. On your next exhale, come to center. Take an inhale here. Exhale, extend, reaching out. Feeling your left palm, left toes, one straight line, sending the breath down from fingertips to toes. Nice hip opener. One more inhale and exhale. Take a deep inhale, and on your next exhale, come back to center. And now bringing your feet hip width distance, your hands hip width distance, shoulders up, back, and down. On your next inhale, press up into reverse table here. Just hold it here and breathe. On your next exhale, come down. We're going to do that again, but this time we're going to scoot our bottoms through your arms so you'll know they're just a little bit wider than your shoulders. So on your next inhale, reach up. Exhale, scoot through, maybe flex your toes. Notice, inhale, extend. Exhale, we're beginning to warm up. We have 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, 2 more. Inhale, reach up. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. setting down, and now having your back straight, flex your feet. On your next exhale, begin to hinge forward as you walk your hands down your shins, and maybe your ankles are where you land. If you want, this would be a good opportunity to grab a hold of your strap, placing them on the ball mound of your feet, bending your elbows and pulling yourself down. Wherever you are, you want to reach that point of your edge. And remember, there's a difference between pain and discomfort. Only you know that. And you have to respect when you've crossed over and pulled too far. But discomfort isn't such a bad place to be. It challenges us to maybe work through discomfort. So wherever you are on your edge, pull and then bow forward. Bringing your forehead close to your shins or your knees, wherever you land, and allow gravity to just do its magic. On your next inhale, come up to stand or to seated, and now coming over onto your knees, and here, come into table. So that's palms under shoulders, knees under hips, coming into your table. Tops of your feet pressing into the mat here. Palms under your shoulders, knees under hips, flat back. On your next inhale, drop your belly, gaze up, feel your belly drop. On your exhale, round your spine, chin to chest, really exaggerate this movement. Go slow, feel, notice. Exhale. Opening your spine, sending the breath. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more on your own. Ride your breath. Coming to a neutral spine here, taking your right arm and your left leg and coming into a balanced pose. So bring your leg as straight into one line. Now find that drishti, that point of focus. Can you pour all your attention and your breath into that tiny speck that you notice? One more inhale and exhale. Take an inhale, and on your next exhale, bring palm and knee back to the mat. Take a neutral breath here. On your next inhale, extend left arm, right leg, one line, keeping it straight. Really reach as though you could touch the wall in front of you and behind. Someone's playing tug of war and both feel they're winning. So there's equal pressing on both and extension. One more inhale and exhale. Take a deep inhale now and ride your exhale, palm and knee to the mat. Take a neutral breath. Remember that stoking the fire, pratapana, we're gonna really stoke the fire now. Okay, inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, elbow to knee, chin to chest. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Keep this extension now. Turn your palm, flex your foot, bring them out to the side, as far up as you can. Exhale to center. Take an inhale. Exhale, out to the side. Inhale to center. 3 more. Ride your breath as you move. 2 more. This one and 1 more. Trying to keep your leg up. Last one. Feeling your glutes, palm and knee to the mat. Notice, scan your body. Feel how your muscles have just heated up. Make sure you're engaging your core to give support. Opposite side. We're going to do Left arm, right leg, one straight line. Find your gaze. Exhale, elbow to knee, chin to chest. Extend on the inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale. Exhale, round your spine. Keep your extension here. Turn your palm, flex your foot out to the side. Use your core. Inhale to center. Exhale, out to the side, flexing your foot. 3 more. Exhale, out to the side. If your leg begins to drop, no worries, notice it. If you can, bring it back up. 2 more. Exhale, you can do this. All righty, come on guys. Exhale, out to the side. Inhale to center. Knee and mat. Push back into child's pose. Take a breath or 2. Walk your fingertips forward. Drop your forehead onto the mat. And take a moment. 2 breaths here in child's pose. On your next inhale, come back up onto all 4s. On your next inhale, take your left knee, walk it up. Take your left leg out to the side, swing your right one behind. And now very slowly, this might be where your pillow is handy. And you walk back with your left leg over. On your next inhale, roll your shoulders away from your ears. Extend through the crown of your head. On your next inhale, bring both arms up. Interlace your fingers. Turn your palms. Reach up. Beautiful stretch here. On your next exhale, bring your hands down slowly, taking your left hand now and bringing it underneath your right elbow. If you can, grab a hold of your wrists, or if you can bring your palms together. And now on your next exhale, avoiding your left knee, begin to bend forward, feeling the deeper stretch as you lean forward. Rest here. Send your breath to the outside of your left glute, hip, and just breathe. Feel what you're feeling. Notice your self-talk. Be aware. One more deep inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, come up, exhale, release both arms down to the side, and now press up, bringing your hands back into table and begin to walk your right knee up in front of your left, bringing your left foot out to the side, your right ankle out to the side, and again, begin to walk back. And if you're anything like me, not wishing it on anyone, but there's a huge difference from my one hip side to the other. And just notice it. Notice that difference. If you're right dominant, it's your left hip that's very tight. Left dominant, right hip's tight. Inhale, bring both arms up, interlace your fingers, pressing your palm up to the sky. Reach up. You're rooting your sits bones down into the earth, extending through the crown of your head. On your next exhale, bring both arms down as your right arm travels underneath your left elbow, engaging both palms. Take a deep inhale, and on your next exhale, float down with your elbows to the outside of your knee, and just let gravity open up. We've warmed up our muscles. This stretch should feel pretty good. And just let it be. One more deep inhale and exhale here. On your next inhale, come up. Exhale, release your arms out to the side. Roll over, walking your hands forward, coming back into table. And here in table, take your left arm up, reach for the sky.
On your next exhale, dive your left arm, left shoulder to the mat. Rolling onto your left knee, extending your right leg out, pointing, pressing into the palm of your right hand to feel the opening in your shoulder. This is wonderful for golfers, if you play golf. It's a nice shoulder stretch. Shoulders are hard to stretch, and with our arms that we just used on that last pose and this are wonderful for your shoulders. Reach forward on your next inhale, pressing into your right palm, bringing your left knee back to meet your right knee back to meet your left. Okay, on your next inhale, reach up with your right palm, reach up, reach. Exhale, diving your right arm underneath, extending. Actually, I'm gonna come this way so I can see you. And then extending your right arm, your left leg out as your right shoulder rests on the mat, pressing into your left palm, kind of gives you a little bit of a deeper stretch here. And breathe. One more inhale and exhale. And on your next inhale, pressing in to both palms, coming back to table, rolling over your toes, bringing your knees just a little bit up. My son, Sammy, does this before he pops into down dog. And what this does is brings your awareness to your core. Sometimes we forget to engage the core muscles. On your next exhale, drop your knees down. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, press all the way into down dog. Shake your head yes, no. Do a little alignment check here. Feet are hip width distance apart. Palms facing forward. Thumbs facing each other so that all weight is not borne on the wrists, but through your fingertips. Pressing into your palms allows your heels to come closer to the mat. Shake your head yes and no. No tension in your neck. Breathe. Send the breath to whatever area of your body is speaking. On your next inhale, step, walk, or float your feet. Hip width distance apart. You can check that with two fists. Grab a hold of each elbow and begin to walk your elbows down to the mat. Shake your head yes and no. No tension here. And now let go. Ragdoll. Just allow with a slight bend in your knees. Don't hyperextend your legs here. A very slight bend in your knees. Thighs are engaged. Kneecaps pulled up because you're protecting your lower back that way. And so now when we're down here, if you want to bring a block to bring your palms to touch the floor, or I invite those that are able to grab a hold of your big toes and begin to bend your elbows out to the side as you come forward, resting your chest upon your thighs. Shake your head yes and no, no tension. One more inhale and exhale here. And on your next inhale, bring your hands to your hips, coming to a flat back. As you inhale, coming to standing. I'm just going to adjust my screen so that we can now do some standing poses. I'm going to stand in the back. Okay, good. Hopefully you can see me. It's more important you hear me. Just follow the words. You don't really have to see, because you want to keep your focus. On your next inhale, let's first get foundation. So ankles touching, toes touching, feet firmly grounded into the mat. Raise all your toes up so that you feel all four corners of your foot pressing into the mat. Kneecaps are pulled up, thighs are engaged. You've tucked your tailbone slightly, engaged your core muscles. On your next inhale, bring both arms up, reach up. Point your fingers, biceps alongside your ears. Breathe, send the breath.
You're extending from the waist up to the sky, from the waist down to the earth. Opposite direction. Take a deep inhale. Raise a little higher up, and then on your next exhale, just float down to the left side. Feel the stretch in your right hip. Gaze up, reach up, as each exhale perhaps takes you a little further down. One more inhale and exhale. And now, using your core, thighs are engaged, bring your body back to center. Take an inhale and exhale, a neutral breath here. On your next inhale, extend further, and then exhale, float to the right as you gaze up, once again noticing the difference in your hip. You're opening your intercostal muscles. Send the breath to the opening. Breathe each exhale as you're floating a little further down. On your next inhale, come back to center. On your next exhale, just drop your head all the way back. Let it go down. As though your fingertips were a Sharpie marker. Pressing your thighs forward as you inhale, reach up, and then very slowly engage and fall back. Sips of air, breathe. One more breath. On your next inhale, come to center. Take a deep inhale as you reach up. Exhale, float your arms down as you bow all the way to the earth. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, bow all the way down. One more to a flat back. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, bow all the way down. On your next exhale, extend your left leg back. Just a little bit, coming back down. Bringing your left leg down onto the knee, your knee to the mat. Bringing both hands to your right knee here. Shoulders back and away. On your next inhale, bring both arms up. Interlace your fingers, biceps alongside your ear as you reach up. And then on your exhale, bow back, reach back, fall back. Feel the stretch in your left psoas, your left hip. On your next exhale, come forward, take a deep inhale, and then exhale, ride both arms down and ride the breath back as you exhale. Inhale brings you forward, exhale brings you back. Inhale forward and exhale back. On your next inhale forward, roll over your toes, bring your knee up and your right knee to the outside of your shoulder, your bicep, and press in and bring your right foot back to meet your left, coming into plank pose. And here we're going to hold plank as you pull your kneecaps. Remember when we were standing, we rooted our feet into the earth. Press out of your heels. Pull your kneecaps up. Engage your thighs and your core. This is just the horizontal mountain pose. On your next exhale, drop your knees, your chest and your chin, so butt is up in the air. Take a deep inhale here, and on your next exhale, drop your belly, tops of your feet, like the laces part of your shoes, pressing into the mat. And I haven't moved my hands yet. On your next inhale, press up. You're engaging your lower back here. So you should be able to just softly raise your hands here. Breathe. On your next exhale, come back down, drop your chin to the mat. We're going to do that again. On your next inhale, press up, and now raise your feet off the mat and your arms out to the side, like you were an airplane. On your next inhale, raise everything up. Take an inhale and an exhale. One more.
holding it. Inhale and exhale. And on your next exhale, both hands down, press back into child's pose. Take 3 breaths here in child's pose. On your next inhale, come out of child's pose by pressing into downward dog. And here in downward dog, bring your left foot up in between your hands and drop your right knee onto the mat, bringing both hands to your left knee, feeling the nice stretch in your right front hip psoas muscle. Shoulders up, back, and down. On your next inhale, bring both arms up, interlace your fingers, biceps alongside your ears. Breathe. Really extend up. On your next exhale, bend back. Further, deeper stretch here. One more sip of air. Inhale and exhale. On your next exhale, bring both hands down to opposite side of your foot and exhale as you ride your breath. Inhale. This is nice. We're releasing the synovial fluid in our joints when we move slowly and our body's warmed up. It's like the WD-40 for our bodies. Okay, next time we come up and the left knee is bent, roll over and come on. Bring your right knee up. Bring your left knee to the outside of your shoulders. You press in, bringing your left foot back to meet your right and coming here into plank pose. And instead of going all the way down, what we're going to do is come onto our elbows. So a little bit of a challenge here. So come on to your right elbow, left elbow, and then come back up. We're going to do that 3 more times. So you can alternate your hands, but you want to come down on your elbows, engaging your core, your kneecaps pulled up. We have 1 more to go. Exhale, inhale, and now press back into down dog. Walk your feet up. Shake your head yes and no. Take some, we also call down dog like home base. So shake your head yes, no. And on your next inhale, bring your right leg up, hip height. So flex your foot just to feel that you're in a straight line here. Drop your head. On your next inhale, now stack your hips. Open your right hip. Gaze under your left shoulder. Maybe you can see your foot, maybe you can't. Doesn't matter. But we want to open the right hip. Breathe. Breathe into that right hip. On your next exhale, with your right knee bent, bring your foot up in between, and now we're going to come to high crescent lunge. We're going to be moving, so we're very familiar with this routine so far. So find your foundation here. On your next inhale, bring both arms up, parallel hands. You're rooting down, extending out through your left heel, feeling all 4 corners of your right foot pressing into the mat. Core is engaged, reaching up through your fingertips. On your next exhale, pivot your left foot down as you bring both arms down. Reach out, coming into Virabhadrasana, Warrior 2. Here's a good pose to hold, making sure your knee is directly over your ankle. You're reaching out through. Your thighs are going to start to talk to you. How do you handle that discussion, those feelings? Your body is so much stronger than any one of us are aware of. Reaching out here, on your next exhale, drop your left hand, flip your right palm, reach up like it was a rainbow you were painting. Reach back. On your next inhale, straighten your right leg. One line between fingertips and toes. On your next exhale, float your right arm down, extend out first, and then turn your palm and bring your palm to the inside of your right ankle. Left arm reaches up. Breathe. Find your breath and ride it. On your next exhale, cartwheel your left arm down. Now your fingers are on both sides of your right foot. Pivot your left foot back, bend your right knee, and just hop your left foot in. And now straighten your right leg and reach out, extend first, and then bow forward. And breathe. One more inhale and exhale here. On your next inhale, take your right hand and begin to walk it in front so that your feet now are in a wide angle pose. Your toes are just slightly bending inward. You're not out. We're protecting our knees. So bend your ankles so that your toes slightly. And on your next inhale, taking your right arm into the center, inhale, sweep your left arm up, pressing into the palm of your right hand. As you breathe, we're moving slow, catching your breath. On your next exhale, float your left hand down into the center. Inhale, sweep your right arm up, reach up, gaze up. Feel the inside of your thighs working here. One more inhale and exhale. On your next exhale, floating your right hand down. And now walk your fingers to the back of your mat. So now you may not be able to see me, but you're pivoting. And now we're going to do high crescent lunge using your other leg. So on your next inhale, reach up. Arms parallel to each other, reaching out through your right heel, and breathe. On your next exhale, pivoting your right foot down as both arms reach down into warrior two. Extend your arms out to the side, gazing down the center of your left fingers. Or right, whatever side you're on, opposite side, gazing down the center. Find that, maybe it's a freckle, maybe it's just a speck, but pour all your attention into it. Your thighs are beginning to talk to you. You're pressing into the outside of your back foot. On your next inhale, drop your back arm as you inhale, painting a beautiful rainbow up and over, feeling the nice stretch in your hip. Take a breath here. On your next inhale, straighten your leg. Extend your arm. Reach up. Breathe. On your next exhale, float your arms forward and then just hinge at the hip. You want to come as far forward as you can. Now turn your palm as you bring the back of your palm to the inside of your ankle and then twist and reach up, coming into Trikonasana, triangle pose. And breathe. Find the breath. The breath is like a flashlight that travels through the body. Can you travel with your breath? And whatever your breath lands on, can you notice it? On your next exhale, cartwheel your right arm down, pivoting, and hopping your back foot forward a wee bit, straightening your front leg, Once again, extending forward and then bow. Feeling the nice stretch in the back and the hamstring of your front leg. Bring your forehead down and breathe. One more inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, coming up to a flat back, pivoting your feet and walking your feet forward. And now we're going to come into a crouch pose, just bending your knees. I don't think we did this on Thursday, but we're going to do it today. And goddess pose. So just drop your thighs with your feet pointing out now, shoulders in cactus, and breathe. Your legs should be shaking. Engage, straighten your back, tuck your tailbone. Take one more deep inhale and exhale here. And on your next exhale, bow down, pivot your feet in, and just breathe. And now walking your feet maybe to the edge of your mat. You might have to turn because my mats are faced differently. And now instead we're just going to come down into a crouch and take your elbows, pressing inside your thighs, bringing your hands into heart center. And right here, gaze up. Engage your core, tuck your tailbone. Feel this nice opening. We've stretched and prepared ourselves for this pose. One more inhale and exhale here. On your next exhale, extending your left arm out in front. As you inhale, press your elbow into the inside of your left knee as you raise your right arm up. One more inhale and exhale. And on your next exhale, bring your right elbow in. Take a neutral breath here and breathe. On your next exhale, dropping your right palm to the inside, and again, you might need a block, whatever it is you need, and then twist up, reach up, bringing your left arm up. One more deep inhale and exhale, and on your next exhale, coming down one last time, and now bringing your palms forward and coming on up. Pivoting your feet forward, bow forward. On your next exhale, bending your knees and coming down to a seated pose. And here, you guys have worked hard. I really moved from one to the other. And so we're getting to that time of rest and relaxation, but we've done some nice openings and some nice stretches. And so now it's time for our last few poses here. So I invite you to bring your feet together in front, shoulders up, back and down, straight spine. You can keep your knees here or behind, and we're going to just massage the spine. On your next exhale, just begin to rock and roll here. Just come back. Feel the nice massage to the spine. Our blood is flowing, and we're just massaging. Next time you come up, hold it. Find that sweet spot. Your shoulders might creep up. That's okay, because we just were aware. So we pull them down. And this might be where you want to stay. And this is absolutely fine. We want to feel the core working. So wherever it is for you, you be there. You're aware. Your body's speaking to you. Acknowledge that. If you want to take this pose to the full expression, straighten the legs, arms come all the way out. We'll do 5 deep ujjayi breaths. That would be 1. 2, 3 more. Because you can. 4, last one, you can do it. Bringing your knees in and very slowly coming back onto your back. And here on your back, walk your feet close to your bottom. And on your next inhale, press up, opening the front side of your hips and your thighs, and roll onto your shoulders a wee bit. And then interlace your hands underneath. Back of your head is resting on the mat. And I love to mention, because this pose, you get to look at your belly rise on the inhale. Watch your belly rise as you inhale. Pressing in to the soles of your feet as you bring, engaging your bottom, your gluteus maximus muscles. Engage them as you press in. One more inhale and exhale. And on your next exhale, release your palms as you come onto the mat. We're going to do that one more with a slight addition, and then we're coming into Shavasana. On your next inhale, press in to the soles of your feet. Roll onto your shoulders, engage underneath, getting your shoulders, maybe your hands are engaged. On your next inhale, pressing in to your left foot as you raise your right foot up. Really feel the extension and the pressing down into the earth as the right foot rises up. One more inhale and exhale. On your next exhale, bring your right foot down. Take a neutral breath here. On your next inhale, pressing into your right foot as your left leg comes up. Flex your left foot. Reach up with your heel. Feel it. Feel your right sole of your foot pressing into the mat. Breathe. On your next exhale, bring your left foot down. Release your hands as you come back down on the mat, extending your right leg down. Bring your left knee up. Interlace your fingers a few inches below, drawing your knee in, avoiding your rib cage, pulling it in towards your shoulder. On your next exhale, take your right hand to the outside of your left knee, extend your left arm out as you twist into this final twisting pose. Keeping your shoulders on the mat is far more important than bringing your knee to the floor. Feel we're wringing out all the toxins. We've really moved things inside. Breathe. On your next inhale, bring your left leg up as you use your core to bring slowly your left leg down. Inhale, using your core to draw your right knee in. Interlace your fingers a few inches below your knee, pulling it, avoiding your rib cage out to your right shoulder. As you pull it in as far as it can go, take your left hand to the outside of the knee, extend your right arm out, and drop your knee over to the left. Have your gaze on your right arm. So your knee and your gaze are in opposite directions, shoulders on the mat, and breathe. One more inhale and exhale. And on your next inhale, come back to center, extend. And maybe you want to take a pillow or your blanket and set it under your knees to bring a little bit of pressure as we come into Shavasana. Shavasana has been said to be
the toughest pose. So we're going to take a few minutes because I did work you guys pretty hard. Just to settle in. Once again, connecting, riding your breath. And maybe each exhale has you dropping your shoulders, feeling the back of your knees, your heels, your elbows, just sinking into the mat. Use your breath to take you inside, to scan, to just be where you are. Begin to move. Wow, is that a rude awakening? Well, adversity, right? Begin to move your toes, your fingers, your body in whatever way. Conscious awareness has the power to transform adversity into an opportunity that can be life-changing. We can learn about ourselves and make choices as to how we face anything. But it perhaps begins with slowing down and becoming aware and noticing, and always discovering and not being afraid to start over again. So I invite you to move in whatever way to come back to a comfortable seated pose. And I did go a little bit over, always a little late, but sorry about that. And as you come onto your cushion, let's have one last breath together on the inhale. Ride the breath all the way to the top. And then exhale as you come down to center, landing your prayer and heart center. And once again, I thank you. The divine in me bows with such joy and gratitude to the divine in each of you for allowing me, trusting me to guide you through this sacred practice. Namaste. Have a great day, and I will look forward to seeing you next Thursday. Alrighty, everyone. God bless. Love you.